That was turned way up. Wow. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Dormant Late Nights track by track breakdown, where we break down every track of my album Dormant Late Nights. Tonight is episode 6, which means we're looking at track 6, which is called The Sound of No Perceivable Sound. That was a terrible intro. Okay, so uh, that was just the track you were just listening to, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at the session, and yeah, see what things we can talk about. Should I just hit play? Let's see. All right, so first thing we hear is this. I don't know. You could call it like a beep or a ping or whatever. It's just this one note that keeps playing, and let me do this. It's just this G note, and most of the song is in G, so it's just kind of like a drone. Is it in octaves? Is it? Oh, it's in octaves. Yeah. So that sound keeps playing every like 2 bars. Like once every 2 bars, you hear this thing, and it stays on that G for pretty much the whole thing. It changes slightly at the end. It goes to an A flat sometimes at the end, but just to because there were some weird chords going on in this, and yeah, I tried kind of making sure it doesn't clash with the chords in a bad way. So maybe we can take a look at the sound actually. So we've got it's a decent sampler library. I think this one was, yeah, this was made by Dave Hillowitz. Looks like I have a transient shaper on. Actually, wait, can I do this? Maybe boost the volume so you guys can hear it. Adjustment 6. Oh no, that's not what I want. 6. There we go. So it's got a transient shaper. Actually, you know what? Let's just hear it without all the effects first. Let's hear what it sounds like. So it's just one like ping. And then we add transient shaping. Just kind of, I guess, making it softer. And then this plugin, I have no idea what it does. It's just kind of a crazy fuzz or saturation plugin. It just kind of, yeah, it's a subtle effect actually. And then compression, EQ, and some delay. It's actually rare that I use the stock Reaper delay, but I guess I used it there. We've got this thing, which is like a reverse delay. This plugin is awesome. It can do a bunch of delay sounds. It's called Delay, like DEELAY. It's a really good free plugin. Highly recommend. Then some reverb. And then I made it smaller in the stereo. Okay, so that's that sound. It just keeps playing a G. And then, yeah, let's see what else. So, as per all the other tracks on the album, we have some noise again. What did I use in this one? A rainy day. English Bay. Was this actually recorded at English Bay? I guess it was. Okay. Yeah. It's just a rainy day. Some cars. And then with some compression, it looks like. Yeah, it just gives it more volume. What else do we have? I think we should take a look at this one first. Casey cucumber. Yeah, that's our dog eating a cucumber. Oh, it's got some effects actually. Without effects. Oh yeah. I just recorded that on my phone, I guess. And then let's see what I put on this. So I think this is a chorus. What is this? Like a lo-fi plugin. Auto pan. Yeah, just to make it like go around in the stereo. Delay. Is that a slapback? I don't know. It's not a slapback. But then you put this weird plugin on it. This just generates glitchy stuff, I guess. I don't know. So it turns that into this, which is pretty fun. And then what is this other one? KCLOL. Let's see. Casey groan. Okay, that's pitched up. Hold on, let me see if I can reset the pitch and see what it sounds like. How do I reset the pitch? Is it? Okay, this is the original pitch. Nice. We delete that since we don't need it. Okay, so I pitched that up and then you get this. And then you put some effects on that. Oh, I put the glitch plugin on this one too. What else? Bit Crusher. That sounds great actually. And looks like I pitch shifted it down an octave, but pitch shifted the formant up, so. Oh, whoa. Sounds like something you'd hear in like a 90s video game, like a Doom 1993 or some shit. And then I have no idea what this plugin does. I don't know. And then with the glitch. Nice. Did I do any automation on this? Oh. Okay. So you put all those layers together. And that sounds weird, but then once I put this, my custom, like, I call it the field recording tonizer. I've talked about this in previous episodes. It just kind of adds a tonal aspect to the track. Whatever track you put it on, right? And I can control that with MIDI. Like so. So you can see There's two CC lanes. One is mod wheel, and that's controlling the, you know, how much of that tonal aspect we're hearing. And also CC11 for just volume. So you can see when CC11 goes down, the volume goes down, and then comes back up, gets louder. Did I use the... I think that's all I used. Yeah. Oh, it looks like I also automated the pitch because it just wasn't working with... Yeah. Just to make sure it works with the chords and stuff. So that's the ambient layers. Let's see what else we have. Just gonna go back to the beginning. And let's go. Is it the pad? Might be. Yep. What is this pad? Let's see. Spitfire Originals. Yeah, cinematic pads. I really like this this library. It's just really nice and warm sounding. You know? Let's go here. Right, so that's kind of how that sounds. It's just a kind of pad, and then I can control the dynamics and volume and also some mic positions. Did I do that in this one? Let's see. Oh, I did. Of course I did. What is this one? Don't need that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I controlled some of the mic positions. It's just very quiet. Let me actually turn it up. Maybe we can, this is a good time to talk music theory, because this has all the chord information. So let's go to the piano now. Maybe I can do this. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. And can we pin this on top? We can. Nice. Cool. I'll actually move that down here. So it starts with just G minor 7. I don't need that. Okay, so it's just, you know, G minor 7. Okay, I'm stupid. It wasn't quiet. I just had my audio output way too low. But anyway, so this is the chord it starts on. It just kind of goes back and forth, or just, you know, stays on that, and then it climbs goes to this other chord, which is a E flat. And then it started on G minor 7, and then it went into this E flat chord, but then it goes to G major, which I think is pretty cool. So it does that a few times, right? So it's just it's the same thing, G major and then E flat. So would that be a mediant? Yeah, chromatic mediant, because it's like it goes down by a major third, and it does a major chord. Actually, it stops at D minor 7 very quickly, so it's like a it's actually a G over B. So the B is in the bass. And what else is in there? G. So it's B, G, D, and another B on top. So what the hell? Oh, this one's going down. Then it goes to a F sus2 kind of thing. So it's like G over B, and then it goes to a quick D minor 7, and then E flat major 7, and then F sus4, back to G. But then the next time, it goes to a C minor instead. C minor over E flat, so it's like And you can see the arrangement keeps getting bigger near the end, right? It's just... So that's on the B, G over B. And then B diminished seventh. So it kind of uses the B diminished seventh as a like a pivot, right? Because it does that. Is that an A flat? Yeah. Then it goes to C major 7, which is like a crazy twist, right? To go from, you know, like a G major kind of sound. To the C minor. Yeah, and then it lands on that C major, which is just weird, right? So it's C, G, E, B. And then it goes to B flat minor, which is very spooky, right? So C major 7, and then B flat minor 7, and then back to C major 7, and then it goes to A flat with a ninth, and then it kind of does the same thing. So C major 7, B flat minor, and then it does like a spooky C minor major 7. Then it just ends on A flat. So that's kind of the, like the first half of the track is in G. Second half kind of pivots on C. So that's kind of the vibe. Maybe we can look at the sound. Actually, we kind of did. Let's just look at what kind of stuff I did. Yeah, so mod wheel, volume, and also the mic positions. So you can hear there's that big swell at the end. Let's hear that with the rest of the track. is that so loud? Oh, I know why. I know why. Yeah, sorry, that was really loud. So that's that. Maybe we can look at the bass layers next. So you've got the usual stuff from the album. You've got the earthquake hits. Oh, don't want the piano. So these are just like super low rumble sounds. That's not the one. This one, yeah. And I think I used the 88E boom. And also a respace, the same one from the rest of the album. Let's check that out. What did I do to it this time? Just some dynamic EQ, cutting out the high end also. Yeah, it's just the wavetable based patch with some white noise and distortion. Pretty simple. But I just really like how it sounds, you know? It's just a really nice, clean bass sound. I did some CC stuff. Mostly, you know, cutoff and mod wheel. So the bass kind of follows the chords. It does some like simple moves. So it starts on G. Oh, that's not a G. So this is kind of, I guess, one of like the bass motifs in the song. It's like G, and then it goes up to C, back down to G, and then D, E flat. So I'm gonna add the chords now so you can see what that sounds like with the rest. And then the bass does kind of like a just kind of like a walk down to land on a B, because we had the G over B, right? Yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. then on that B diminished, it does a little stays on B, or that's the G. Yeah, so that's the G, my bad. And then on that, yeah, B diminished. So the melody is doing. And on that same part, the bass does. Oh, if I can figure it out. It's kind of a short walk down. And then it kind of just follows the chords. It does a little, like, so it starts on the C. And then it goes to G very quickly. And then to the B flat. And then C, A flat. Oh. And then C major 7. Plays a C. It's a pretty simple bass line. The part that I really like is where it goes to that B. I don't usually use many chord inversions because I don't know, it just sounds kind of weak when you don't have the root in the bass, but this time, like, when it goes to that G over B, like here, right there, I just really like how that sounds, you know? It's just... it's very dark, even though it's a major chord, right? It's just... And then... same on that C minor over E flat. Okay, so that's that. What else do we have? What is this? I'm interested in this. Guitar Paul drone. Oh, so this is like a... so there's this plugin called Paul Stretch. And you can play anything and put it through Paul Stretch, and then it makes these insane ambient sounds. And I guess I just improvised on guitar for a little bit, and then... do I have the original guitar recording? I don't think I do. No, I don't. But yeah, looks like I just automated the volume on that. Just making some risers basically out of it. Because you can see the shape. Yeah. You can see it goes out right here. It just helps give the track some movement, you know? What effects did I put on that? Just took out some of the... actually, let me do this for now. Turn off the volume automation. Oh, that's a weird sound. So, Taking off the low end and high end, just leaving the mids. Adding some fresh air. I guess they had too much high mids. And then I think I drew a random shape on this. This is like a ducking plugin, I guess. Then some delay. Like a tape style delay. And then you add the volume automation. It's kind of subtle in the track. It's not very loud, you know. Actually, a lot of the track doesn't have any leads. Like so far, the lead hasn't come in yet, you know. What is this? Okay. There's the lead. So it's got two parts, basically. We've got a sound from my Casio SK1, which I actually have right here, this guy. I don't have it plugged in right now, but I'll just play back what it sounds like. Actually, that's with effects. Let me turn off the effects. I think this might be the pipe organ sound. I think I'm just like moving the volume knob on it, just because otherwise it's just like bang, it doesn't have any dynamics, right? Like it doesn't have any envelope controls. So then we have a second octave, it looks like. Yeah. I think it's the same sound. Just one octave up. And then we have yeah, it's just the fourth harmony. Just parallel fourths. Usually doesn't work, but here it sounded really good for some reason. Actually, I forgot to show you guys the effects. So, what do we have? Ah, come on. Why does it go there? Okay. So, some EQ, just taking out the extreme lows and highs. And then compression. And then what is this? Oh, this is like a effects chain I made for these Casio sounds. It's got some phase distortion. Mostly distortion, yeah. And then some delay. And taking out the low end again and making it a bit more mono so it doesn't get too crazy. And then on top of that, you put some reverb on all of those. Like a shimmer type reverb. And that actually sounds good, right? I like that part. So it does like a... I really like that part actually. So... yeah, so on the last, like it's mostly C major 7, but on the last one it goes to C minor major 7, which is very spooky, right? It's just, so it starts on C major and then surprise minor chord. I like that ending harmony too. Yeah, so the main part is just going F, E flat. Yeah, so it's a third harmony and then it goes wider to a sixth. So with all those Casio leads, there's this other synth that I've layered. It's a vital patch that I think I made. Yeah. So I made this thing and looks like I used the stock delay again. I never do that. Maybe we can look at this sound. So it's like a sine wave, and then a higher saw wave, and then whatever this one is. And they're I've kind of messed with them, so it's kind of hard to tell what exactly is going on. But yeah, two triangles and then one saw or one sine wave. pretty short attack. Very long decay. And then looks like I took out some annoying frequencies. And what is this? Compression? No, it's an EQ. Yeah. Pretty simple. Does it have any effects? Yeah. Distortion, chorus, delay, reverb. And I probably did some CC stuff on this one too. Oh yeah. God. Did you guys see that? My mic just flipped. I think it's not doing the exact same thing that the Casio SK1 is doing. Sometimes it just changes slightly to keep it interesting. Yeah, it doesn't have that fourth harmony. But you put those together. Yeah, see there it changes. Oh, interesting. It's like a second. I don't know if I intended to do that, but it's interesting. Yeah, sometimes like you look back on your old stuff and you're like, what? Is it doing a second harmony? Like second and like the interval second. Huh. Weird. And it looks like we have another pad that comes in at the end. Let's take a look. So this is like a layered sound. It's mostly just following the chords. Let's see what kind of sounds we have. So the first one is a... Why is that so big? Oh, there we go. The first one is a faceplant patch with some EQ on it. Looks like that's most of what we're hearing. I did not make this patch, but let's see if we can figure out what it is. Okay, so it's a saw wave with some detune. Oh, two saw waves. One of them has some other harmonics. Pretty small attack, no decay. Actually slightly long attack, like 200 milliseconds. Oh, and looks like one of the saw waves is FMing the other one. Then we've got some overdrive and phaser, plus delay and reverb. So pretty simple sound. I could have made this honestly, but I found this one and it sounded good, so I just used that. Then the second one we have is this guy. Why does this keep happening? Okay, I'll put this down here, I guess. So this one is by the Crowhill Company. And it's like a analog, like modular synth string type sound. It's got some motion, which I like. Then I think I have some actual strings too. Do I? Yeah, this is Nashville scoring strings with some effects. Oh, just some reverb. Nothing crazy. Looks like I layered the, spiccatos and the longs. I guess I just wanted more attack. Actually, let me do this so you guys can actually hear it. Go here. Yeah, you hear the start of it, right? Like the spiccato at the start of the note. And then you put all those pads and strings together, you get this. Which I think sounds really cool. This has some CC as per usual. Of course it does. And then we can go here. Yeah, so the original MIDI that's sending to all these layers has mod wheel and CC11, but each of them have their own CC too. Like the Cosmos one has some extra stuff, right? And then I think, yeah, the scoring strings, Nashville scoring strings doesn't have any. I guess it didn't need one because it already had some dynamics and expression. Is that it? Everything? Oh, we have one more thing. It says creepy sign. Ooh. That is creepy. What is it? Loving the sign. Okay, so it's like a bunch of like 3 sine waves with different FM and sync amounts, plus distortion and reverb and some other stuff, and a lot of FM, yeah. And it's got this weird plugin. I still have no idea what this plugin does. It's just super weird. I think I just picked the preset. I think this plugin is free. I don't know if it's still available, but I think I got it for free. Yeah, it's got some weird harmony part with that plugin. I don't know if it even works in the track, but I guess it's quiet enough that you can't really tell. Not me not knowing what's going on in my own song. That's crazy. So maybe I can play through the song with all the stuff we talked about so you can hear what's going on. So I'll play along with piano. Oh, actually, I forgot one thing. So remember when I said this beep kind of plays the same note through the whole song except for the end? Let's talk about the end. So it's on G there. It goes to A flat. And that's just because we start on C major 7. See that G works over the C major 7, but when we go to B flat minor, the G, I guess, kind of works, but I like the A flat more. And I guess I like the idea of changing it slightly. You know? Honestly, I could have kept it on the G, but I didn't. Okay, anyway, let's go back. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's a really weird song, but overall, it, like, once you understand it, it's not that bad. Like, a lot of it is just like this G major to E flat. Or sometimes C minor. I guess you could say it's like a Mixolydian flat 6. So, like, so, and then at the end of that part, it goes to a diminished. That actually works nicely with the major 7 after that. I'm just realizing. I don't remember doing this on purpose. It's just worked out. Oh, and this part. Maybe I should talk about this part. This chord change was kind of inspired from an Opeth song. The Drapery Falls, if you know that song, you know what I'm talking about. That song starts on C minor. Not C major 7, but it's C minor at 9, and then it goes to B flat minor at 9, so. I just really like that chord change. It's so creepy and but kind of haunting. But anyway, it's actually very similar in mine. It just starts on C major instead of minor. Maybe I actually forgot to talk about the melody. So the start of the song is just. Let me do with an octave down. Got a bug. The melody actually it kind of sets you up for the diminished chord that's coming up, right? It's this part I like because it starts in like a C minor kind of vibe, and then it goes to C major. Like that's where it resolves, right? It's just Um, and then it goes down to this. And then it goes up. It just kind of so much modal mixture happening here because these three chords, like C major 7, B flat minor 7, and A flat, they definitely don't belong in the same key. So you get a lot of interesting things happening when you get the right melody. What is that? Hold on. Actually, what's another thing that's interesting about this is like the melody is kind of staying the same. It's, the first part, it was. And then it ended on. And then this ending part of the second half is kind of the same. Right? Hello, Camaliciousness. Actually, he came a little late. Uh, I'm like mostly done with this, but I could play it again. And if you like anything or if you have any questions, I can. Yeah, maybe we can take a quick look. It is ominous. It is, yeah. So this is a weird song. Just from the top. Just wanted to stop. But yeah, but thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. I did listen to your track. I think I messaged you too. I listened to your track. I just forgot to message back. Oh, you sent the new one too. I just saw it. Made today, 30 minutes or so. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check that out after the stream too. But yeah, I'll play this track from the top for you. All right, yeah, that's a track. Pretty weird. There's just so much modal mixture in this track. Like, a lot of the track is in G. And then it goes to E flat. The Reese really powers through. I like that. Yeah, I really like. You know, you were here the last stream. I used the same Reese sound from that track. It's actually on every track of the album, maybe except for the last one, which I will be doing a breakdown on probably in 2 weeks. Yeah, because this is track 6. Next week would be track 7, and then the last track is track 8. Echo Soundworks. Oh wow, you remembered that. Yeah. So this is from Echo Soundworks. It's a really nice Reese. I'll just solo it. Why is it muted? There we go. And you know, I record MIDI CC so I can make it dynamic, right? Like Mod Wheel and other CCs. Also, the dissonant note changes were off-putting in a good way. Thank you. Yeah, It's got some weird stuff because like I was saying that a lot of the track is in G. And when you think of like the G major scale, it's like G A B, G A B C D E F sharp G, right? It doesn't have an E flat. So that chord change is like makes you go, ooh, what is that? And then it kind of does the same thing again, but the second time it goes to C minor over E flat. So I mean, C minor and E flat are kind of the same chord, like the relative chords. You know. What else? Yeah, they felt like I said ominous. I close my eyes and feel like I'm flying area or something. No, that makes perfect sense actually. I think let me show you the original or the artwork that I used for this song. If I can find it. Where are you? Hang on a sec. I gotta find this. Where did I put this? I I kind of do with some of these projects, like I just have no idea where the yeah. Hmm. I think I have it on Canva. I think I should be able to find it in Canva, yeah. Home. Oh yeah, there we go. This is the original artwork I had for this song. Yeah, just like a terrifying liminal space or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. What is your audio hardware primarily? Like yeah, I'm terrified. Yeah. Yeah, I think I yeah, I think that's like a stock like royalty free image I found that was just like, holy shit, that's insane. Um yeah. What is your audio hardware? Um Let me see. I mean, I've got my Windows computer. I've got my interface is a UAD Volt 2. What else? Actually, hold on. Let me bring up Google again, and we will just look these up. Headphones. Yeah, AKG K240. That's the headphones I use. That's actually the only playback system I have. I don't have speakers right now. I just have these headphones. I'll probably get like closed back headphones too, just for tracking. Like if I want to track acoustic guitar or something, you don't want to have headphone bleed because they're not like fully open, but semi-open, I guess. You also have a Volt 2. Nice. I actually got a Volt 4 like last week. I haven't set it up yet, and the reason is that I like the Volt 4 specifically doesn't run on USB power. You have to plug it into the wall. And the problem is the power cable that came with it is really short, so I need to get an extension cord before I can use the Volt 4. It's stupid, but you know, what can you do? I just gotta get a good extension cord, like a good power strip before I start using that. I guess, yeah. Let me see what else. Yeah, I'll show you my MIDI keyboard too. I have a Novation Launch Key 61 Mark 2 or 3? Mark 3, I think. Yeah, this is my MIDI keyboard. It's just on my desk. It's right here. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's most of it. I mean, I have guitars and some pedals, but for this ambient stuff, it's usually just software. Do you use the drum pads? I actually don't use the drum pads for drums. I use them for I have them set to MIDI actions. Or yeah, like this keyboard is very customizable. You can have like the drum pads output like a keyboard shortcut even. So that's kind of what I use that for. Or some are just MIDI controls. Yeah, and like Reaper, you can go crazy with customizing Reaper. So I have like different actions. So like I can press one of these pads and it brings up the Media Explorer. See, like that, it just did that. Or I can press a different one and that brings up, like it adds a MIDI track, you know, and then I can put a VST on it, say I want Vital. And then it adds that. And then the way I have it set in Reaper, it sets up all the routing and inputs. Like, yeah, exactly like Stream Deck. Yeah, it's like yeah. Before the Mark III, I had the Mark 1, which is kind of ancient at this point. It's like, I think the Mark 1 was made like 15 years ago. And that has like the same layout, but you can't customize what these things output. And I had this keyboard for a while. I like the keys actually, but it wasn't customizable, you know. I dream of teenage engineering stuff someday. Yeah, dude, teenage engineering. I was looking at, I think it's the TP7. Yeah, TP7. And I was like, oh, okay, it's like some kind of mixer or like maybe a cassette player or something. And then I looked up the price. Yeah, 2000. Are you seeing this? I mean, I think that's Canadian dollars, but like still that's insane. Like for a device that fits in your hand, like that's more expensive than like the newest iPhone. That's crazy. You should see their desk. What? Like a teenage engineering desk? They have a desk? Huh. What? Why? Okay, we have to see 1600? No. What? Dude. Why is a desk 1600? I mean, there's inflation, but what kind of desk would you pay 1600 US for? That's insanity. What? Oh my god. You see, I missed something. You seem like someone who likes to tinker. I guess so. I mean, I learned a lot of things about like film scoring, and a lot of that has to do with MIDI controls. So I got like a nice big MIDI controller with a lot of keys, and I just kind of learned how to do this stuff in Reaper, like customize the different things. But yeah, $1,600 for a desk. Get out of here. What is? But I mean, they have some stuff that I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get this one day. Like the OP1, this seems fun. And like, how much is this one? Doesn't have a price. It's $2,000? What? I'm sure I swear I've seen it way cheaper on Marketplace. Okay. Yeah, you're good in the film score. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely more the cinematic kind of vibe. Yeah. OP1 looks fun to play with. Yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah, it's just stupid. I have actually, since you asked about hardware, there is a hardware like keyboard that I used on this song. I'll just show you this since you asked. So this is an old like Casio keyboard. Casio SK1 if you're interested. It's got a bunch of like really cheesy like lo-fi sounds, and it can also sample sounds, but like it's a very old school sampler, so but this is one of the stock sounds, this organ type sound. And I put some effects on that, and you get this, and with some reverb. It's like Dracula. Yeah, I mean, this sound is called pipe organ, and like some more layers. I like this part. I can see the Dracula actually. That's funny. And yeah, I layered that with a vital patch. Sounds really cool with all those together. It's like descending an evil staircase. Yeah. Yeah. I also have a micro Korg that I got recently. I might sell it. I don't like it's fun to play with, but it's not fun for making sounds cuz I'll show you. Micro Korg. Da-da-da. Just give me a nice big picture. Come on. Oh my god, that's like super low res. Give me a good one. That's not the right one. Okay, that's good enough. So it's got like 5 knobs, and these 5 knobs, like there's so much menu diving. I don't like that. So I might sell it and get like a mini log or something. All right, man, I gotta get to bed. It's 1:30 a.m. Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, it's sorry if it's late over there, but thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun synth. It's got good sounds, but and you can save presets. But making sounds on it, it's not fun. Yeah. Yeah, next week I can send you whenever I go live, I can send you the link if you want to come check it out. Um I should get better at promoting these cuz I suck. um but yeah, I think I'll also start wrapping up too. Yeah, so that was the sound of no perceivable sound. One of probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's really interesting musically. It's like got really weird chords. Yeah, that was the ending bit. So I think we'll just do a quick preview of next week's track, which is Midnight Dweller. This is also one of my favorites. I mean I like all the songs, but some of them I just think are really kind of some of them were kind of like lightning in a bottle moments. It had some really cool stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited for next week, Midnight Dweller. So we'll just do a quick preview, and then I think I'll just shut the stream down because I'm a little tired. I did it again. I forgot to unmute, but that was only 5 seconds. See, I'll get there. Give me, yeah, guys, just give me like 10 more years. I'll learn how to properly stream. But yeah, that was a quick preview of Midnight Dweller. We'll go in much more detail and actually break it down next week, Thursday, which would be. When would it be? Hang on. I know how to use calendars. Thursday, 21st. Next week. Yeah, around 8 or 9. Should be okay. The week after that, though, I might not be available Thursday. So we might have to do Friday that week. Or maybe the weekend. I have to figure something out. But yeah, well, I'll cross that bridge when we get there. But either way, I'll see you guys next Thursday. May 21st around 9 p.m. PST. And yeah, thanks for coming. OBS was actually pretty good today. I don't think I had many dropouts like last time, so that's good. Yeah, with that said, I will see you guys next week. Peace.